I'm online. I'm on now. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Now, this is just me this time, so let's see what we got. How's everyone doing? Good day. It's just me today, so I've got the liberty to do whatever I like. How's everyone going? Thank you for tuning in, and I'm ready. I'm ready for today. I hope you are all ready. I know some people are waiting and say, today, not today. Now, I'm doing one-on-one with myself today. I haven't got the girls. So today is premiere. And so I need your love. I need your love. I'm just going to take it easy and relax. Believe it or not, I've already gotten like 3 questions already from 3 people. Haven't even started. I think that's what got me like, I thought I'm just going to chill today, but I've got something. I've got questions from some people, and I'll try my best to answer your questions today. I need to put some music. I like music. What have I got here? Let's go. Welcome back. Did you like my jiggles? I think it's that's what I've got to you for you today. Now let's put the hair down. Let's put the hair down. Just relax. All right. Please share. So one-on-one, I need to just set the platform right. One-on-one, I'm going to be sharing some notions, and also I'm going to be answering questions. So if you have questions, if you want to ask me direct or personal question, I'm fine. You can ask me too. Whatever it is that is you want to talk about, you can ask me. But today, though, I've got something that I want to share. I want to deconstruct some school of thought, some philosophical ideas, and today, and also I just want you to, I'm sure if you've been watching me for a while, you will have known that I'm a woman of faith. So whatever my reference is going to be based on the word of God. And I know that my topic today actually disregard the God factor, does not want to have a bar of God factor. And I don't know what the reference is, but moralizing. I did have a little bit of research of what moralization or moralizing means. Moralizing means preach, sermonize, preachify. So when I saw that, I'm like, preachify, sermonizing. Looks like this moralization or moralizing actually it's got problem with religion. So moralization, let me just start by defining what moralization means. It means criticism, instruction, lecturing. You're lecturing someone, sermonizing again, and censure. Censure, you're disapproving something. Admonishment, you're reprimanding someone on idea. So you're reprimanding them, you're disapproving of their own ideas or notions. All right. All right. So you're judging people and you're acting as if you're an expert of wrong or right. Basically, moralization is about what is right and what is wrong. And so moralization, there's a school of thought that moralization is bad. When you're teaching people about what is good or bad, it means you're imposing your ideas on them. You're saying your own is good or it's better than theirs, is more superior. I'm not here to say my idea is superior or inferior. But what I'm here to talk about today is that you need to acknowledge somebody else's idea. And if your own idea is serving you, then so be it. But you need to establish where your own notion is, because there's something called plurality, whatever you want. So plural, singular, plural, meaning there's diverse ideas of what is right, what is wrong. Everybody is free. They are, to their own ideas and all that. But there's has to be a benchmark. There's really a wrong or right. Wrong, if you make somebody uncomfortable, is wrong. If you're not kind to people, it's wrong. So there's always two sides to a coin. There is this left and there's the right. So then there must be bad and good. There's up and there's down, you know. So then there's both sides. But this moralization thing says, condemns every other thing and say we must not lecture, you must not teach, you must not preach. I was really worried about our children. I'm a mother, so and about us as well. Actually, I'm really worried about us because this school of thought, it's permeable. It's permeating the whole world. It's spreading like viral. And so sometimes you wonder when our children are rebellious and say, oh, I have my own idea. Don't tell me what to do. And if you say something is bad, like, for example, don't take drugs, it's bad. Why did you say drugs is bad? Everybody is taking it. And it makes you do this, it makes you do that. But as a nurse, I've seen a lot of people that took drugs once in their lifetime and they derailed. So the philosophers want me to teach, not to teach my children, not to tell them what is right or what is wrong, or not to take drugs. They said, if you want to take drugs, then you are free to take drugs. If you want to abuse somebody, then you have right to abuse that person. And that don't suppress your thirst for anything. Whatever it is that you want to do, just go ahead and do it. No. I'm sorry. So people are termed to be self-righteous. People are they termed to be controlling. I said I'm going to base my point on the word of God. I know that Bible teaches us to teach our children the way that we go. when they grow, they will not depart from it. But Bible is not controlling, and God is not controlling, because Bible says, God says there is bad, there is good, but He's giving us an option to choose what is right. I said all that as well to mention last week when we were talking about nudity. If you watched our video last week on hanging out with Temi, you see that we talked about nudity. We're not condemning these people. We're just saying that it makes us uncomfortable in a public arena. So it's not about judging them. We just said it, that it makes people uncomfortable. So anything that you do that you're not conscious of the next door neighbor of the person next to you, then you gotta think about it. So what we do is to open our eyes and our heart to be able to think about what we're doing. What is that doing to other people around us? Because you're not an island. You're not an island. And also moralization talks about don't tell children to respect their parents. Again, Bible say honor your parents, your father and your mother in the Lord, so that your life will be lengthened. That hasn't cost you any harm. It's just saying to be a good citizen. If you're abusive to your parents, if um, you're nasty to your parents, you're gonna be nasty to people outside. You're gonna be nasty to strangers. So I just want to come to say, let us be mindful of what we accept and what we tolerate or what we try to avoid. Because if you try to avoid and not talk about it, it's coming back to bite you. My culture, I'm from Nigeria, the southwestern part of Nigeria. Respect is big, big, big one. If someone is 1 year older than you, he's your brother or auntie or your sister, something. But I'm in Australia right now. I'm not saying somebody should come. Like I see my friend's daughter who is 3 years old. Hey, Temi, fine. That's the culture. I respect that. Even in my country, some people from other parts of my country, they don't care about this issue of respect in terms in that terms. Like respect has to be call sister, call, you know, or maybe when you're eating, for example, you allow the elderly person to take the bigger part of the meat. If you're eating barbecue, don't go take all the meat. You wait until the seniors take. I know that Chinese people have got this culture, and I'm coming, next time to talk about their culture. So in our culture, respect is big. I was listening to a guy, and he was talking about don't say should, or don't say shouldn't. I shouldn't kill person. I shouldn't cheat on my wife. I shouldn't be nasty. He says everything should. You should. He even said, don't say I should go to, I should, don't say I should go to gym. You say I shouldn't, sorry, say I shouldn't go to gym. That the gym is I shouldn't. But to kill person, I should kill, I should steal. But when it comes to gym, he said, you shouldn't go to gym and you feel good about it. He says that's the reality, because whatever you're trying to resist is what you are, something like that. And and he asks us to apply it to ourselves and say, I shouldn't go to gym. And when I say I shouldn't go to gym, I smiled. It sounds real. It sounds comfortable. I shouldn't go to gym. Try. Say I shouldn't greet somebody, or I shouldn't go to, maybe church or whatever. You feel like, oh, that's good. But you know that if you don't go to gym, if you don't exercise, not necessarily gym, if you don't look after this temple of the Most High God, you know the consequence: blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis. Some of them could be managed, prevented, deferred. There's always a consequence to those things if you don't. So when you said I should go to gym, you're not, you're reminding yourself what is good thing that you should do to yourself or for yourself. He says things like, I should eat donuts. No, I shouldn't. If I'm eating 2, 3 donuts, I know when I'm supposed to stop. But this idea of moralizing is, don't say you shouldn't eat donut because you want to, because you're going to go fat. Yes, it's true. So I want to say to you, don't eat too much donut if your BMI is too high. There's possibility of cholesterol and endangering your own health. So I'm here to counter the notion of moralization that there's nothing like good or bad. No, there is something like good or bad. So they said, if you say, oh, I'm going to eat donut, that means you're accepting the reality. What's the reality? You can't accept the reality. You need to catch yourself. You need to help yourself. And heaven, they say, help people that help themselves. People are teaching, or they're talking about preaching. They're preaching about, self-interest, follow your heart desires. I say, if your heart desires is endangering your life, other people's life, don't do it. Also, there's issue of calling things out. Yes, it's so funny. This guy says, if you call somebody that stole your money, call them a thief, you're moralizing them. I beg your pardon. And he says, if you keep on saying they thief, eventually you too, you are going to be a thief. If you don't call them out, you accept it and agree with it, that's when you are going to steal. You might unconsciously steal, but you know that it wasn't good, so there's possibility for you to stop. Because, you'll be ashamed that, oh, now I stole. Somebody else stole, I'm naming them and calling them out. Now I stole. God forgive me. I've got somewhere to go. I've got someone to go to. I've got reference. So this idea of don't call them out, you're naming and shaming. Yes. So be careful how you allow these things, notions that is flying around, and how you apply it to yourself. How you apply it. They might call you names. Oh, you're calling people, you think you're spiritual, you're self-righteous. That is not what we're saying. We're saying let us help one another. And it's not an arbitrary thing. It's not a law. It's just a good deed. It's not everything that sounds real that is good. I say it's not good to be totally nude, wearing undies on the street all over the place. So I got caught up and chastised. But I don't think it's ideal. You don't see any decent person going nude. If you're a kid, it's a different thing. A 30-year-old, 40-year-old on the street, at the restaurant, at the mall, I don't think it's ideal. So whatever thing they don't want us to even say bad. One thing I'm going to also say about moralization also is the notion that, you, like government, for example. Let me use my community here, my local government, for example. They're giving us these skips, of bins, bin for recycling, bin for rubbish, bin for grains. And no one is ever called us to say recycled, these are recycled things. There's a couple of pictures of 3 or 4 pictures on the bin, which I'm going to talk to my local government about. There has to be a forum where the environmental director will talk to us about what goes in that, because you know that if we continue to not recycle well, there's going to be degradation. The whole world apparently is going to collapse, and I believe it will if we don't look after it. So don't moralize us and say if you don't put things in recycle, you're evil. That is not what I'm talking about. That is not good, because you have not given me that information for me to actually know the right thing. There has to be like 5-star on the bottle, or some logo ISO 2000 or something on that bottle to be able to recycle. A lot of things, they're not recyclable, but we kept on doing the wrong thing. So what I'm trying to say here, that is moralization, is when you're judging me and say I put the rubbish in the recycled, I'm bad. That is wrong. That is the kind of moralization that you might say is bad, because you have not taught me the good so that I do the good. So don't condemn me because I haven't done the good. I'm going to go on a quick break, and I will be right back, because I want to talk about expectations. I want to talk about expectation. I'll be back. Welcome back. Let's talk about expectation. How is my time going? Using the computer. Here we are. Okay, good. Expectation. There has to be a benchmark in terms of relationship. This moralization says if somebody wants to cheat, they should cheat. You need to see me when I was discussing this topic. They should cheat if they want to cheat because they're going to cheat anyway. No, help them. This expectation of, people, everybody is cheating and they have to cheat. I disagree. I disagree totally. Help them. They don't need to cheat. Everybody don't need to cheat, because if you cheat, you know what it does to you. You cheapen yourself, you belittle yourself, Anyway, I don't want to say much, but you think about what you're doing to your own body. But the other expectation is people have to be good to you. Yes. But don't expect people to be good to you. You be good to people. Because whoever wants friends, you yourself show yourself friendly. So that expectation that everybody needs to be good to you, no, everybody don't need to be good to you. Not everybody are good to themselves either. It's not everybody that is good to themselves either. People that are doing all these things and harming themselves, they're not good to themselves, and they don't know whether they're good to them. These are the people that don't know the idea of good or bad. They don't have, their moral compass is being abused, confused. There's no guiding factor. So they don't know. So it's not everybody. Sometimes people might say, oh, why do you accept that person? Well, I will accept you, but there's limit though. I will accept you forever. I could accept people for 10 years even. Rude, abusive, cheating, um, talk down at me, pull me down, do whatever, because I know who I am, so it doesn't really affect me as such, and I just feel sorry for them, you know. But I have some guiding factor though. I have a benchmark. I will take it for 10 years, but I might not take it for 20 years. But literally, I will. I accept imperfection because I'm not perfect myself, but I strive towards perfection. I admire people that are doing something that is good. I went to the restaurant 2 days ago with a friend of mine. At the restaurant, we saw a lady who looked like maybe 80 year old, was winking, winking, winking. Old woman, beautiful woman, absolutely. And then she yelled across the restaurant and said, "What are you eating? Was it nice?" Oh, that was so nice. I'm like, oh God, that's so good. I wish I'm like this when I'm 70. I'm not grumpy old woman. She looked physically attractive and she's beautiful. So, and we kept on talking. She's like, "Please sit down with me. Can we have a chat?" And this and that. She was talking to us. She was born in England, but she's been here for maybe 48 years or so, married for that long. Beautiful woman. So there is good and there is bad. I want to be like that woman when I grow older, when I'm 80. I want to be a beautiful 80-year-old woman that is loving people. We ended up sitting down with this woman and we stayed with her for another like 15 minutes chatting. So I want to submit to you that there is good and there is bad. This person, even these people that are talking about this, they even said, oh, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. But I want to think about, do you have conscience? Are you numb to yourself? I'm going to train my children the way they will go. They can, they're not perfect. They can go either way they like, but I know that I've put something in them. Eventually, even if they go, they'll come back. I have that assurance that they will come back. And by the way, the other thing I want to say is I'm not forcing anything down their throat. We're not, myself and my husband, we're not putting anything down their throat. We're just showing them these options. This is the consequences for this. Cause and effect. If you do this, this is what you're going to get. Pick, choose which way you want to go. So I disabuse the notion that says there's no good or bad. You should not teach your children where to go. And this is going around. This is going around all over. You wonder what they're teaching your children in school. You wonder what they're teaching your children in school. I want to say, let us be very mindful. Let us be mindful of the style of our approach. Even our friends, even ourselves, even our family. Let us be able to present to them nicely, kindly, respectfully, to choose right. Bible told us to choose right. There is bad. There's this narrow path and there's this wide road. Choose. This one goes to paradise. The other one goes to opposite. So there's opposite. And I also want to say, which I'm going to stop and I'm going to go to people's questions. I've got some questions here that I'm going to attend to. The people, the philosophers, the scientists that are trying to change the norm and normalize their own thoughts. I wonder who gave them the mind that now they're using against the creator, their creator. You did not create yourself. So I think the person that created you, that created anyone that manufactured an object, a product, will be able to know the manual, won't it? It will be able to tell you how to use it. So he's saying my body is a temple. Use it well. He's saying, I'm love. You should love. He's saying, I'm kind. Be kind to people. And teach yourselves act of kindness. So the scientists, philosophers that are saying, you know, no, there's no bad, there's no wrong. You should not teach. You should not sermonizing sermon. So I disagree with you. We should say, if you say we should not sermonize, you should say we should not even go to school. You're killing all the moral standard, the society decorum, the etiquette. You're even saying if you want to speed, you can speed. No. There's law that says if you speed, you can kill yourself, you can kill somebody, but before you do that, we'll arrest you. A guy ran into me last year, April. My car was outright. It was unbelievable. And you want to say that's right? No, we should condemn it. We should call it what it is. This guy hasn't got his license for 10 years. His license has been seized. So he's following this moralizing thing. If I want to drive, I will drive. You should go to jail. You should go to be locked up behind bar. So that is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. You don't need to condemn some if it hasn't got direct impact on you. Acknowledge it, but you don't need to lower your moral standard either. I'm calling that guy out because this guy nearly, get me out. That's not good. So moralizing, if you call it moralizing, you call it whatever it is, but I'm calling it the truth, really. So let us call a spade a spade. Let us call what is not right what it is, so that we can continue to teach ourselves and getting better. We need to get better. When I was discussing this, this period when twins were killed. You have twins, they will kill them. Slavery. But now we know you don't kill people because you don't give life, you don't take life. We know that's wrong. So I submit that everyone should be every day. What did we say? Check yourself every day. How am I doing today? Who am I blessing today? What am I doing good today? Who have I blessed today? Who can I bless today? Think good. Think right. And don't let these worldly people with no, with no reference. I submit to the creator of heaven and earth. Whoever created that is superior to anyone and anything else. So, and that's a fact. That's not even contestable. So if you got somebody else that created himself by himself, created heaven and earth, then we'll submit to that person. Judge me if you like. I want to hear. I want to hear what you think. Should we teach our children? Should we condemn what is not good or call it? I'm not saying judging, condemn. If that effect is directly affecting you, and invariably is going to affect the nation negatively, or the world, or your neighbor, we should help each other and teach each other to do good. They say we shouldn't do good. Yes, we should do good. I say yes, we should do good. I'm happy that I'm able to share this today. If your children are rebellious and say, I will do what I want to do, I will just find a way of, presenting to them well the choices. There's good, there's bad. Choose right, son. Choose right, daughter. Life is short. You go your own way. It will be them. I saw a gentleman last, couple of days ago, beautiful man, and he told me I'm a gay and I've been gay from birth. Absolutely beautiful man. I'm not judging him. I'm not condemning him. He believed he was a gay. I don't know. I can't go there and say you're not a gay. How dare I say that? I don't know. I respected him. I sat down with him. We drank water with him, everything. And I blessed him and I left. When I was leaving, it's like, oh my gosh, you're so good. You're so kind. I shined God's light. I shined light there. He took my number. I'm going to call you back. Said, okay. On Sunday, I go to church. You go to church, That's where I go because otherwise you can't see me on Sunday. Want to see me on Sunday? You can't see me on Sunday. Sunday is when I worship. But I try to drop a nugget and minister. I love you with the love of God. God loves you anyway. So who am I to condemn you? And this is your belief. I don't know. I'm not judging you. It has not affected me directly. You have not hurt me. You're a good citizen of the country. So, and to your community. So we're not here to judge. We're here to love. But we're here to say anything that is contrary, that is hurting somebody else. You're intentionally doing it to hurt somebody. Just think twice. I've got a couple of questions that I have to answer. Some people have sent me questions. I will come back and read the question and I will attempt and I'll try to answer them. I'll be back. So we've got a couple of questions here that I'm going to try and shine light into. The first question says, "Hi, Dr. Temi. Is the notion of an ideal career still relevant? And if I'm self-employed, is that a career?" You're talking to someone who is self-employed. And I wonder why you're saying that. Ideal career. Of course. So, for example, you could be the one that is closer home, insurance practitioner. You could be a mechanic, but you could be a builder. That is a career. That's a career that you're building. And self-employed, I think that's a very direct answer anyway. If you're self-employed, it's a career. So if you're self-employed, you're going to get salary from your company. The company is paying you because of your certificate or your license that you're using to operate. Yes. And you did some sort of training to it. So you've done a course. If you got a course and you got a license, you got a certificate, you got something, that's a career. So it depends on which industry, hospitality, whichever industry, manufacturing, any industry, financial services, it's a career. And self-employed is a career. You build it. The other one says, "Hi, Dr. Temi, I'm 30-year-old graduate migrant. I'm struggling with prioritizing my life and focusing only on the top priority. Now, because I feel I'm putting part of my life on hold, I believe life is short and I want to live life full in every aspect." I love you already. You should live life full. Every day, every minute is a blessing. Time is a gift that you got. So you're struggling to prioritize in life. It depends on how soon you migrated to the country. So if you're new in the country, to prioritize might be hard. It's very hard. When we came newly, I was studying, I was working. I've got three children under five. My life was on hold. I wasn't in the picture at the time, but I believe that the way I'm working one day is going to translate to something, and I'm going to have, you know, peace, and I'm going to put myself in my diary. But find opportunity. In saying that, I still have time that every now and then I'll go in the evening with my friend to go and have a cup of tea. We might have $2 chips. It could be half an hour. So I would say whatever time you have, maximize it. So you don't need to go on the cruise. You don't need to go to Canberra. If you're in Melbourne, you could drive down to Great Ocean Road one day. Appreciate every time you have. I think sometimes we don't appreciate what we have. We need to be flying or whatever it is before you're prioritizing or you're living life. Life is short. Enjoy it. You could have, if you have children, this is what I did. I put my children at the back and we do picnic. We do some little sandwiches. We have fun. I think, find opportunity to have fun in everything you do. So it doesn't seem as if you're putting your life on hold. And I wonder, when you say you're putting your life on hold, if you want to do a course, you can do it online. Western world is very good. It's very easy. You can do your course even once a week, once a 2 hours a week. Depends. You can actually get whatever you want. That is why it's Western world. That is good here. You can prioritize how you do whatever you do. You enjoy. You can prioritize and manage it. So if you like sewing, for example, you can go to and learn sewing. Half an hour is very flexible. So try and be flexible with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Be flexible. Find out what you really, really enjoy. I enjoy cooking, believe it or not. When I'm cooking, it's therapy. I'm happy. I'm enjoying. I'm living full because I'm doing different type of characters in my meals. So try and appreciate. If you have 5 minutes, appreciate it. If you have 10 minutes, appreciate it. You say to yourself, I'm enjoying my life to the full. I've got $3. I'm going to go to Werribee Plaza and drink a cup of tea. Look at people that are, like I said, 3 days ago, I saw this woman, older lady, winking her eyes, for very, very interesting. And she called me and said, come and sit down with me. We had a blast. I was there with my friend. She was touching my hair and said, oh, this, that. And she looked beautiful. And that was fulfilling to me. I really enjoyed it. I came home and I was telling my husband, I made a friend today and I'm catching up with her, tomorrow. She's coming to service with me and all that. And we're having a cup of tea after that. Try whatever you do. I don't have time to meet with her tomorrow, but when I'm in church for an hour, I have time. She's sitting down with me. We're holding hands together. After church, we're having a cup of tea. That 5 minutes, I'm having fullness of joy and fun. But I'm doing what I'm doing while I'm incorporating my friend into it. I hope that is helping. And, and like I said, if you're new in town, it's different from when you're long in time. So it depends on your situation. If you're new in time, just cut yourself a slack. It's okay. It will get better. But it's expected that everything goes out of whack because you're trying to establish. But if you're a long time and you've established and you're still finding time, it's about just identifying the pocket of times that you have and what you could do in that time and appreciate it. I appreciate this time that I have here. Like now, I feel like on top of the world, really. I feel I'm having blast, talking to you. I hope that is helpful. And if you got question, Hey, thank you, my chairperson. So if you want to ask any further question, or if you want to have, you know, one-on-one, also we could go deeper and help you out. Thank you for sending this question. The third question says, Dear Dr. Temi, I hate settling for less because I think I know my worth. But I want to understand when I'm settling for less and I'm within my budget. May I borrow to enhance my quality of life to the level of my worth? Oh, no. And I don't know what you mean, level of your worth. In terms of what? Material? You talking materialistically? You're so cute. I will not advise to borrow. I'm of this old school of thought that says cut your coat according to your size. I don't borrow money. I use whatever I have. Sometimes I wear clothes that is like maybe 20 years. I just iron it, and put some scarf or do something. So I'm just wondering. I wouldn't say that because that will come back and bite you badly. And this Western world, you don't don't want to borrow money. Once you borrow money, you're gonna be continue to borrow money to fix the borrow and all that. So I wouldn't advise you to um to borrow money. I'm 28 years old, single mom. You just have to be creative. You have to be very creative. You know, I think a lot of things I can talk to you privately. If you're a single mom, if sometimes we have kids and you want to buy Max and Spencer for them, you want to buy HM and whatever it is. Forgot what they called right now. You want to go to Myers to buy clothes. They don't need it. The kids don't absolutely need it. We're just wasting our time and wasting money and all that. I remember when my kids were little, I'll buy this suit for them, I dress them, and people will compliment them on the road and say, wow, it's a long time that I see kids dressed properly like this, because that's the mentality where we come from. We always have to dress them. I'm not saying leave them untidy, dress them up, but be creative. Sometimes Targets have clothes that are 100% silk, 100%, and they sell them cheaper. Cut your coat according to your size. The kids will outgrow it. They don't even care. What they want is your warmth, love, is your presence. For yourself, be creative, like I said. Get some scarf. I have a friend who is extremely creative. She will wear and this necklace today, she will change it and make earrings about it, and she will do some pin on her head. Beautiful. And she's just creative. So be friendly with her. I can introduce you to her. Be friendly with her. Though I would not advise you to I hate settling for less because I think I know my worth. So your worth is your worth. Nothing outside you will diminish it. Nothing outside you will reduce you. So your worth is in your head and your heart. You need to know who you are. You need to know who you. So even if you come to, if somebody tells you off and say, "Oh, you're silly, you're dirty," I'm clean. I know you're blind, honey. You don't just laugh. It will even make me laugh because I know who I am. If you say, I don't even know, you know, so you don't need to settle for less because you're not less. So you're not settling because that's not you anyway. If you're fighting it, it means that there is this imbalance in your thoughts. You're not sure of something. So you need to get to the level of understanding of who you are. So it's not material things that make you, like in this country, somebody could be driving Tesla, somebody could be every car these days, every car to me is beautiful. I will see some cars, they will say, oh, it's 20,000. Like, what? 20,000, this beautiful car? Doesn't matter. Somebody will buy 200,000 car. It looks to me like almost the same, really. And some of the technology are almost the same now. It's just a name and branding, really. Or maybe you like toys and you have the money, you just want to play with cars, whatever, But otherwise, you're not settling for less because you're never a less. God will bless you for looking after your your child or your children. Being a single mother is not funny, but you're doing well. This is a good step, so you're on the right track. Find a friend, have a life, because single parents does not determine who you are or what you are. It takes two to tango. There's always a backstory. Somebody says there's a danger in single story, and it's your story. So wear your badge. You've done the right thing. You are good. Even if you've done something that you think your conscience is worrying you, it's past, and you've gone past it now, and you know better now. So you're not reduced on it, but don't go into the uh, sphere of borrowing money. Is it for food? If it's something that is very essential, if you're in Australia, Centrelink can help you. The government help here. It's a welfare country. They can help you. Your friend can help you. We have organizations that could help you if you need. So yell out if it's something very essential. Like, I don't want to be eating bread every day because I couldn't eat eggs. I don't know. But worth is very important. You are not losing your worth. I think I've got 3 more minutes to go. And I hope I've been able to help you in a way. Please affirm yourself. Know who you are. Pat yourself on the back for what you have achieved. You've got a child. Some people are looking for that, for child, They're precious. I love them so much. You don't know what they will do tomorrow. Obama was a child of single parenthood. Look at him today. If the mother is still alive, she will not live below standard if it's the standard. She'll be enjoying life, have access to everywhere, because you don't know that precious child in your hand, what he or she or they are going to be tomorrow. So all your labor is not going to go unnoticed. I hope I've been able to help. Like, any further questions, send that through. I like it. Thank you. Thank you. This is what I really, really like, to be able to support, because, I was a new migrant at the time as well, and I need all the support. And there are people there that were helping. Everything is not money. You might have money, you don't know where to go. Somebody yesterday bought $15 thing. He went online to buy it from Canberra. I went to Canberra and somebody said, somebody bought something in Melbourne. I'm like, really? I have this thing in my shop. But because he didn't know anywhere, he had to buy it in Canberra. And I helped him to bring it back here to Melbourne. So you need people to help you to reduce the stress of your life. You don't need to go online and order things in Canberra when you can easily get that thing in Melbourne. You know what I mean? So there's a whole lot of things that it could be associated with stress or struggle. Find a friend. Thank you so much. It's been a delight to be able to come and share. And today, moralizing is what. What's that? How did I get to that one? Moralizing is what we're doing today. No, moralizing, that one. Moralizing. Don't let anyone condemn you for looking after yourself, to say, I'm a bit big, I'm not going to eat donut again. They say you're sermonizing you. Or you tell your friend not to. Look into that and respond back to us. I'll be back again in 6 weeks. Thank you so much to my girls. They're not here, but they're going to be with me tonight. 6 o'clock, we have another program going with Intrepid Women, and it's going to be an amazing moment. It's 4 o'clock now. 6 o'clock in 2 hours, we're going to have that. So, guys, reach out. If you want to be part of that, we can accommodate. So, this lady today, Amanda Moore, is coming to talk to us about properties, how you can get loan, even being a single parent. If you're one income earner, how they can help you and package and get you in the right track. Make sure you get into your house if you want one, manage your loan, all those things. So that's what we're talking about today at Intrepid. But it's a physical one, so we haven't got anything virtual for that. It's physical. Going forward, we might be able to create something, virtual as well. So if you are not able to come physically, you can watch us and listen to us on the Zoom or something. But thank you so much. It's been an amazing moment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you've gotten something out of today's episode. I'll see you again next week. But one-on-one with Dr. Temi will be in 6 weeks' time. See you then. God bless. Bye for now.